officially live. It is not RacerX Wednesday. It's obviously Thursday. But I wanted to come live to you guys so we could talk a little bit because it has been 5 weeks since I have last spoken to you guys. A lot has happened. So, welcome back to RacerX Live. Thank you guys for joining tonight. Real quick, if you did not get to watch this live, no big deal. We will certainly catch you on the next one. Hopefully, you can still enjoy what we talk about tonight. And like I said, I try to put it out there on my community page when I'm going live. So tonight, I have a lot of stuff to discuss, including what direction my channel is headed. So a lot of things going on. I want to go ahead and please announce yourself when you guys come into the chat tonight. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. And then I will go ahead and I will start getting some comments. I want tonight to be very interactive, guys. The last several lives that I have done with you guys have all been like lives where I've had somebody else on. I haven't been able to talk to you guys individually and look at a lot of comments the way I normally like to. They're just a different format. Tonight, different story. I want to talk to you guys about all the different content I put out in the last 5 weeks. Talk about what my channel is doing right now, how it's taking a turn, and then I want to bounce some ideas off of you guys. So it should be a really fun live. So let me go ahead and bring it up here so I can see your comments on my computer. And guys, it is all about being interactive tonight. So I want to see who we got in the house really quick. Don't forget on the way in, guys, we've already got 118 people that already jumped in. Hit thumbs up for me. I would really appreciate it. I'm hoping that we have a lot of thumbs up tonight, guys. Sovereign Knight, if you're on, tell me what my record is. I don't know. I always wonder what it is. I don't expect tonight to be a super crazy live, but I think it should be a lot of fun. And I have some pretty cool news to discuss with you guys. So we'll see what you guys think. So let me jump in and see what we've got here. My man Sovereign Knight, of course, on the job. Good to see him in tonight. Let's see here. Let's see. Joe saying hello. We got John Herman in the house saying what's up. Good to see you guys. Thank you for joining. Let's see. S8ER01Z. Getting a new Prius. You know, I actually was joking about that with somebody else recently about the new Prius. Well, we could talk about the new Prius here in a little bit, but no, that's not that's not the news. Let's see here. Mitchell saying hello. I'm done with Dodge now, my man, formerly, not you. He says, what's up, X? Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Cinnamon Scat is here. Hey, I'm early for once. Yes, you are. We are just only, 2 minutes in. Let's see, my man Aaron, of course, in the house tonight as well. I got my my super mods on tonight. It's good to see you guys. He says, "What's good, X family?" So awesome to have Aaron in tonight. Wes, what's happening, Paul? Good to see you, Wes. Thank you for joining. Stuart with the thumbs up. My man Jay Beeman in the house. It's good to see him as well. What's up, RacerX? I caught this one live. You absolutely did. Let's see here. Rich GTR 350 audio is good. I'm glad to hear that. So I'm glad my little microphone setup thing is working at least better than all that echoing I was getting before. So I still think it sounds just a little bit weird, but I haven't invested like thousands of dollars in audio equipment, which maybe I should. But I just got me a little cheap microphone. You guys can't see it here, but at least it's working better. Let's see here. Speedy Adams is here. Wesley Hawkins saying, "What's up, RacerX?" My man Jay. Hey, RacerX. Good to see you. The Texan saying, "How do RacerX?" Good to see you guys in the house tonight. Let's see here. My man Jim Phillips says, "Shoot X." Got it. Let's see here. Little more volume. You guys don't have enough volume. Let me move you just a little bit closer. Ever since YouTube changed their format to vertical, it's just a little different. I don't know what else to say about it. So anyway, let's see here. What else we got? Charles Knight in the house. Who else we got? Jeff Noob saying hello, everybody. What's John saying? Hit that like button. Absolutely, guys. We're up to 57 likes. Please hit the like button when you guys jump into the live tonight. Got, like I said, a whole list of stuff here to talk to you guys about tonight, plus a little bit of an announcement. So we'll get into that here shortly. So let's see here. Who else do we have? I just want to say hi to a few more people. Gary Evans is in the house. Let's see. Doing good, buddy. Thank you so much. Let's see. It's like Jen is in the house. Let's see, you going to do a twin turbo Hornet. Well, a Hornet is already, I guess if they came out with the GLH with that inline six, it would already be twin turbo, wouldn't it? But no, that's not the plan at this point. Although I will say I was not unimpressed with the Hornet. That video got a lot of review or got a lot of traction, by the way. I wasn't expecting to see so many people watch the Hornet review that I did, but they did. So we'll talk about that shortly. Let's see. Who else do we got? Gary says my audio sounds good. Sovereign's saying to Aaron, the cardiac. Oh, he's talking to Aaron. Let me see who else we got in here. Just pray. I like this. I hear Stellantis is installing a power amp on the electric car speakers. The volume is supposed to adjust automatically to pedal position. Ah, I don't know. I actually have a question for you guys about this very topic a little later, so we'll get into it. Grumpy old man, I like this. He said, "You still are you still live?" Yes, I am definitely live. Let me see here. Apparently, my dog's trying to say hi too. You're gonna pull the cord out of my computer, dude. Yeah, you want to say hi real quick to everybody? Come here. Come on. Be careful. Say hi. Okay. Yes, you have to be part of the action. K9X is always present, guys. He's Yes, you are, aren't you? Yes, I love you too. All right. Why don't you go lay down, okay? Go on. Go lay down. Sorry, guys. All right. So what else we got here? Revit Racing's in the house. Good to see him. Hermino Rodriguez, hi RacerX from Puerto Rico. Thank you for joining tonight. Scott says, hey, let's see, Hex, love the channel. Just picked up my Swinger edition on Monday. Yeah, baby. Oh, let's see here. This vertical view blows, says Michael. Yeah, I can't change it, guys. YouTube did this, so it's just one of those things. We've got 156 people on, only 87 likes, guys. Let me say hi to a few more people, then I want to kind of jump in. Steven says, still a Buckeye fan. Absolutely. I was born on their campus, guys. Born in Columbus, Ohio. I have to be. I'm forever a Buckeyes fan, whether some people love it, some people don't. Let's see here. When are we going to get some fresh drag racing content, says Cinnamon Scat? Well, tonight I will address that. Glad you mentioned that. So we will talk about that. Sovereign Knight says, I like it better. Okay, 9X talking about Bob Oakley saying RacerX Oregon in the house, all the way from the Pacific Northwest. Good to see you, buddy. Hemi Sauce, love the hat. Thank you very much. We'll talk about hats here in a little bit. Let's see. Illinois here is what I was trying to say from William. Mr. C111. Good evening, RacerX. Thank you for joining my live. My man Brink of Speed is in the house. He's doing some big things. I've been talking to him just a little bit. If you guys haven't seen Brink of Speed's channel, go check him out. He's a big Corvette channel. But he also got a brand new Camaro, which is actually really cool. It's a 1LE car, and I really like that little car that he bought, and he's having a lot of fun with it. So anyway, good to see him on tonight. And yeah, he knows about my things I have coming to the channel, so I think he's excited about it too. So we'll see. SRT Biggins, I'm kind of jumping around here. He says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Break of Speed says growing so fast. Congratulations, keep up the great content. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. I finally caught alive with the king," says SRT Biggins. I like that comment. A cure for Parkinson's. That is a cool screen name. My new company car is a 22 Challenger V6. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. John saying, talk about the age of the Challenger chassis and the replacements. We can get into that a little bit here in just a little bit. Let's see. Charles Knight says, send me a hat. Scarface says, hit the thumbs up. We're already over 100 likes, guys. We're doing good. Let's see here. Oahu, Sean, Yo-Yo from Michigan. Good stuff. Kyle James saying 2024 Mustang update. We will talk about that here in a second. I'm actually going to jump into content here in just a second. I just want to say hi to a few more people. Break of Speed saying can't wait. Absolutely. 297 Mods greeting from DFW. So from my old stomping grounds. Good to see you on tonight. Who else have I missed here? Let's see. Stratus Edge 2K7. Come back to Texas. So, I moved to Florida, guys, to be closer to family. I have no family in Texas, really. So that's really the basis of me moving to Tampa. And I'm a mama's boy, guys. That's just the truth of it. I like being close to my folks. It's a good spot for me. Let's see here. A couple more. Paul Elliott, have you seen the 24 RTD Stang? I have. I actually saw some footage on that car earlier today. Pretty cool car. I don't know if I would do that car instead of the Dark Horse that you guys know that I ordered. But I do think it is pretty cool. It has a unique look and some unique features to it, and all around a pretty cool Mustang. And it's a cool mod to the 5.0. Is it worth the price? I think it depends on who you ask. A lot of people will say the same thing about the Dark Horse, though. So, but no, great point on that. Let's see here. Jay Vlogs, what's up? RacerX big fan. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate you jumping in tonight. Joshua Campbell says OH. I say IO. Oh, what else we got here, Martin? Good evening from Gorham, Maine. Good to see you in. We got the Pacific Northwest represented tonight, and of course, we have the Northeast represented as well tonight, as always. I know I've got a lot of folks on. Is my man James Photos on tonight? He's a New York guy, so I think I probably have some New York folks on tonight as well. Well, we have 200 people on, guys. I try to say hi to a bunch of you. Let's see, Cam, come come see your boy at Vandergrift. But I want to jump into several different things tonight, guys. Several different pieces of what's really happening. So let's see. The last time I was live with you guys, April 13th. So from the time I went live with you guys last time, and for those of you that caught my live last time, I was with Boosted Lucky Live. We talked about how he got his Challenger back that was stolen. It was just a really weird, wacky situation. So he told us all about it. But it was cool to have another influencer on, somebody else maybe some of you guys follow, and we just kind of had a cool dialogue. Unfortunately, when I do those kind of things, it's neat to see you guys, but to see the two of us interact. But at the same time, I don't really get to a lot of your comments like I do on my individual lives. So I definitely wanted to get back with you guys. And my apologies. Like I said, I try to do these things every 2 weeks, but I have just been swamped with work and getting footage and just all sorts of other things. So tonight is my opportunity to redeem myself just a little bit. So yeah, 5 weeks, 13 videos I have brought you since the last time I talked to you guys. And it's quite a bit of content. And I want to get your opinions on some of this stuff, guys, because you guys have already started asking me about some of the videos that I put out. So let's talk a little bit about some of the recent videos. And then here, where are we at? 11 minutes. So here in just a few minutes, we'll jump into one of the main topics that I really wanted to talk about tonight. There's literally a feather or something floating here, guys. So anyway, we'll see. Let's see. Like your car reviews at the dealership, says Moto Guy. I'm just trying to kind of catch a few other comments here. HM Pro Killer, what's up, RacerX? Good to see you guys. So what did you guys think? I'm going to kind of run through this. I just put out a video yesterday. Nobody watched it, but I thought it was a cool little video about the LT6 ticking. Like it sounds a lot like the Hemi tick. I know it's not because the LT6 is so different, but it is a little bit concerning. It's literally like a little 4-minute, super easy watch video. But if you guys haven't seen it, then yeah, go check it out. It's a pretty cool little thing, and it is a little bit concerning for people that dropped $150,000, $170,000 on a Z06, and it's making a really weird, kind of concerning ticking noise, and the engineers are not sure what it is or if it's going to have long-term effects on the Corvette. So you guys know me. I do love Corvettes. I know there's a stigma with Corvette. I've been seeing more and more on Instagram and social media about the Corvette guys with the New Balance and like the socks that are pulled all the way up. And it's pretty funny. But truth of the matter is, the Corvette is a fantastic vehicle and they're tons of fun to drive. And I just like them. But at any rate, go check out that video if you haven't seen it. Now, here's something I want to jump into. So, guys, we need to talk about this. Let's talk this through. So recently, my video before last, the Black Ghost sold for $975,000. That's actually what the seller got. My man, he's a big fan of my channel. Who knows? He may be on tonight. The comments were pretty brutal. So let's talk this through a little bit because, I went to the dealership knowing they had a Black Ghost. So I was using the current 2023 Black Ghost Challenger, which we know is a jailbreak that, kind of has that gator skin look to it, with a few other just accoutrements to kind of pay homage to the original Black Ghost, the 1970 Challenger RT. That was really nicely specced out. But that thing went for over $1 million total purse at the Mecum auction in Indianapolis. And so I was really happy to see that car did so well for the owner, who's a great guy. I talked to him at the SEMA show. And he's been a follower of my channel for a long time, been a big supporter of mine. So, I was really happy for him and his family. I knew kind of the backstory there. And then when I did the video, I basically just stated what I had read and what I'd been told and all this kind of stuff about, hey, here's the legend of the Black Ghost. It's very cool. Obviously, Dodge felt like it was an important enough car to make a special edition car out of it, and just a really cool legendary Mopar. And so I did a story, a little video on it, and it did okay. But boy, the comments were brutal, guys, and I didn't quite understand. Apparently, there was a video put out by Uncle Tony's Garage where he basically just trashed. I only watched one little bitty bit of it. And he basically just was throwing out all sorts of craziness. I don't know. He was trashing the legend of the car, basically saying it was all made up, it was all a lie. And I didn't watch all that much of it. I don't quite. Where do I want to go with this? I don't really understand why people want to do that sort of thing. I can't really say much more about it. Why people feel the need to get on and discredit and trash people they don't even know, for no good reason. It's just like that's the fun thing to do. And look at me, I'm a big man. I don't know. I just don't understand that. Now I don't know Uncle Tony's Garage from Adam, guys. I don't. I just know what I saw, and I just it's a shame. And then my comments were brutal, guys. They were like, "Look, the car. There's no way that car was fast. It was slow, and it's all made up lies, and it's all marketing and all that kind of stuff." Um, I don't really, I don't understand the hate there, guys. It was weird. It was weird. I don't know what else to say about it. And I think I don't know if Uncle Tony's Garage was like what was completely on it, had all his facts straight, didn't, just basically voicing an opinion, sort of trashing the legacy of that car. Um, I don't know, but I know that obviously there are a lot of Mopar guys that really like that car and like what it stands for. So, I did the video with the spirit of that in mind and the fact that Dodge felt it important enough of a car to, to make a special edition out of it. And somebody felt like it was an important enough car to pay $1 million for it. So, marketing aside, that it's still a legendary Mopar, whether you like it or not. So anyway, I want to read some of your comments on this because, like I said, guys, I didn't think the comment section was very nice at all. It disappointed me, but it is what it is. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but what do you do? So let me see what you guys said here. The stories must. I'm just going to read some random stuff. I am Zeus, and this must be the truth because liars need to be called out. Well, let me ask you this: how many of you guys were there? And that's my thing. It's like how many the people that want to scoff and say things like that were there? I wasn't, so I can't say either way. Um, but people are always trying to discredit folks for, in some instances, no good reason at all. And I don't know. Like I said, I mean, if I was there, then maybe I could comment on it, but I wasn't. So I'm not going to say either way. But I don't think most of us here weren't there either. So it's just, I don't know, guys. That's the way I feel about it. Cinnamon Scat says most stories are hyped up. That's part of the fun of them. Old cars are never as good as you remember them. Maybe there is something to that. Aaron says people hate what they can't have. Maybe there's some truth to that, Aaron. I agree. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I was amazed to see how many people hated on this car that is a legendary Mopar. And there's always, when it comes to legends, it's like anything else, right? You don't know, sometimes you just don't know how much of it is hype and how much of it isn't. But that's the way with any sort of legendary thing. That's the truth of it. Any legendary thing, there's always some stuff, some elements of truth and some elements of, well, is that really the truth or is all of it the truth or whatever? Either way, the car had a legacy. I just don't I just felt like it was a little bit inappropriate, some of the things that people said. But everybody's entitled to their opinion, so it is what it is. But yeah, I feel like some of the social media folks out there were unjustly, kind of ridiculously unfair about it. Disappointing. So anyway, let me see here. Tony said it had a 14-second car in its stock condition, so it would not be beating up on drag cars in Detroit in 1970. So, there's two things to that, right? And I'm not going to say either way. How many of you guys have raced on the streets? I'm an old school guy, just like a lot of these other guys. It's not always the fastest car that wins. Also, that I'm told that car was faster than a 14-second car, but I don't know. I didn't drive it. I would love to. Matter of fact, the new owner lives in Bradenton, Florida, which is an hour south of me. I would absolutely love a chance to go and actually take a closer look at that car and give you my thoughts on it. But you got to keep in mind, guys, it's 53 years later. Um, Times are different. So it's just, I try and take everything with a grain of salt. I try and be objective about things, but I wasn't there. And for anybody to sit there and act like they were when they weren't, or when they just trash things for no apparent reason, when they don't know the person, they don't understand the situation. That seems unfair to me as well. It's not cool. It is what it is. So anyway, remember the owner of the Black Ghost fought to get the shaker hood on the Challenger. I'm looking at some other comments, guys. It sounds like Uncle Tony was jealous. Says James Stephen Masters. Is it in the history books? Either way, the car, whether you agree with the legends or the stories or you don't, that is part of what makes it fun. In my mind, it is. It's part of what makes what makes it cool. And so it's just like the guy that goes bass fishing, right? The guy that goes and he tells everybody he caught like a 12-pound bass or whatever, and he was by himself. Well, are you the person to tell him that he didn't? I don't know. Like I said, if you're not there, it's pretty hard to say. I mean, I know you can look at statistics and all that. Yes, it's a stock, it's a stock engine, a 426 and all that, which is cool in itself and a very rare spec indeed. So you can't question that piece of it. In terms of the performance of the car, sure, you can question it. Um, okay. I mean, but the car still had a reputation for whatever reason. So anyway, I want to read this, guys. Let's see. Flex capacitor. I seen it as a little bit. I was the editor, OP Mopar or something mag. I would have known of the car compared it to a factory test mule. I'm just trying to read some of this, guys. James Photos in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Says my black Charger RacerX had is a legend too. You know what? I love that, guys. You guys think Excessive was a legend? Some people will argue that it's still the fastest Bravo package ever, as far as I know. I don't think anybody's beat the record that car. But there are always those that would say it wasn't fast. So it depends on who you ask. So anyway, I love it. I love the conversations here, guys. Good stuff. I'm glad to see some of you guys on tonight. Bass Lightning 666. Never raced my scat ever. My nose did not grow. Oh, let's see. Who else we got on here? Eric saying people mad because the car sold for a ridiculous amount of money. The car was made for the common man to afford, not for some rich guy to keep it in the garage and not to drive it. So that's how I feel about the new Demon that's coming out too. But really good points, guys. So let me see here. I lived in Detroit until 1976. I was 15 in the 70s. The stories are all true, says Ponch 38. Now you're talking to somebody who lived there. So, like I said, guys, the stories are all over the board on this. I will say, as a grown ass man, I have never felt the need to get on somebody else or talk about somebody else like I was there and like I know better. I don't know. Just it's beyond me, guys. Like I said, I've never been the sort to kind of go on and try and discredit people for no apparent reason. It's just not who I am. South Dakota Scat Pack, the legend is what makes the car such a focal point today. True or not, we are all still talking about it, and that's what legends are. Wonderfully said. I love that. That's a very, very true answer. I could not agree more. And, I do feel like, as with any good legend, as I mentioned, guys, there are some elements of truth, and then there may be some embellishment or whatever. But that's part of racing, guys. That's just part of it. Any good racer will tell you that. Like I said, I kind of equate it to the whole bass fishing thing, right? It's like, nobody really knows if the guy caught a massive fish or not, if they weren't there. But then you'll always have your naysayers, and then you'll always have people that will take you at your word. It is what it is. Just, glass half empty, glass half full. So let's see here. Who else? My man Russell's in the house tonight. He says, hey, Mr. X, I hope you get your stang. Still haven't got my jailbreak. So yeah, I kind of digressed a little bit on that 25 minutes, guys. So I want to talk to you about something else here in a minute, but I just wanted to kind of get your reactions on the whole Black Ghost thing, because the comments were all over on that, and a lot of really negative stuff on that, which I didn't think was super cool, but it is what it is. Also, there was another video that I put out because I was just kind of feeling it. And it was about why people run from the police. And this is another one that I've been struggling with mightily, guys, because I'm starting to see, I'm seeing channels put out. There are these channels out there, guys, that do nothing but glorify people running from the cops. And it's killing the car community. I don't know what else to say about it, guys. It's just killing us, and people acting like complete buffoons. And so when you have good law-abiding folks out there that drive these Chargers, it's they're getting looked at pretty crossways by a lot of the law enforcement out there, and rightfully so, because you've got some folks out there just giving the car a really bad reputation. It's not only the Charger, but man, there's a lot of it circled around the Charger right now, and it sucks. Why? I mean, I get people want views, but man, do you have to constantly put every single video out about cars running from the cops? And we should not be glorifying that at all. It's stupidity, and that's what this video was all about. Because I basically talked about the fact that this is happening in social media. If you haven't watched this video, guys, go watch it. It's the third to last video I just put out. It was like just what, a week ago. A lot of mixed reviews on that, but a lot of people agreed with me, and it is a shame, kind of what's going on in terms of cars getting stolen, used in these street takeovers, and these cars get stolen, and they're constantly running from cops. And then these channels are going out there and throwing it all around the internet. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! And glorifying the activity, as far as I'm concerned, and it's bad form, man. It just is. You know, I realize people want clicks, but it's ridiculous and it's killing. Like I said, for the larger car community, it's not ideal. That's my feeling on it. So anyway, go watch the video, guys, if you haven't seen it yet. Um, Rev 68, glorifying running from the cops is no different than glorifying drunk driving. It's needless, reckless behavior that can result in innocent people dying. 100% agree with you. And like I said, I'm somebody who, like, you guys know me. I'm a drag racer. I like to drive fast. I like to have fun in cars. I encourage you guys to make your cars your own, but not at the expense of our law enforcement, and also not at the expense of just your regular pedestrians on the road that you could injure or kill. People don't think about the consequences. That's what this video was all about, and I showed the reality of what running to the cop, running from the cops is really like. It is not what it's made up to be in social media. People ruin their lives by doing that stuff, and the consequences are grave, guys. It's not ideal. So I think maybe it was more of a public service announcement. Maybe it was me getting it off my chest, but I'm sick and tired of getting on social media and constantly seeing these channels put out, Hood Hellcat did this, or this Charger went out there and did it's just getting old. I'm sorry. So anyway, guys, a little bit of weird, like, controversial type stuff out there right now, but I feel like I need to be honest and open with you guys, and that's what's going on right now. 170 likes, guys. See if you can get me to 200 pretty quick. That'd be awesome. If you are just joining the live, guys, we have a lot to discuss tonight. I'm kind of talking about a lot of stuff. Let me grab a couple other comments really quick, and then I want to jump in. I've got more videos to talk about, but I really want to talk about the main reason for this video, and that is where my channel is headed. So stick with me for 1 second. Let's see. Tim saying we're the new Dodge Magnum SRT8 2024. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be a new Magnum. But who have I not talked to? Ronald. Let's see here. And if he was a top guy in the NHRA, why is he not there? He's trying to hold on to a life he no longer had. Free country for now. For now. Don't watch him if you don't. Let's see. If you don't have to be bothered. Well, that's that opinion as well, for sure. 100%. Chris saying getting a car to 10 seconds in 1970 is way different than 2023. Black Ghost in 70s was fast. So there's a varying opinion there as well. And you're right. I mean, 53 years is a long time, and a lot of technology has changed since then. It wasn't that long ago. I mean, 2015, when the Hellcat came out at 707 horsepower, everybody was like, what in the world is going on right now? Remember that, guys. It wasn't that long ago. What, 8 years ago? So the horsepower peak has come so far, so fast. But the cars of the 60s and 70s were just freaking cool. I think everybody agrees with that statement. So anyway, even if you didn't agree with the performance or the stories of the car coming out at night and beating other people, whatever, you still have to agree that, like, from a spec perspective, the car was still freaking cool. I mean, there's that piece of it as well. So let's see here. Big Nordy, the RV guy, says it's all about respect. Respect the cops and your fellow drivers. 100% agree. Um, let's see. Bass Lightning 66 is time and a place for everything. Yes, sir. 100%. Let's see here. Let me jump up just a little bit. Chaz 77, not to mention it's running the insurance up on normal people. There's all sorts of consequences to this, guys, and it affects all of us to a degree. Um, let's see here. Let me see what else I've got here. Stephen Masters, doing donuts is as fun as running on a treadmill. Boring and you're not going anywhere. Well, there's that opinion as well. I think some people do like the donut piece of it, but that's a piece of the car culture I don't really understand. To each their own, but um, I don't know. I don't want to say much else about it. It's just I don't get that piece of it. I'm talking about. I've done my fair share of donuts, guys, but taking over a public street and acting a fool in the middle of a public street, and then you see all these other videos popping up of like those cars hitting people and other cars, and it's just a bad recipe. It does not look good to just normal folks out there, especially car folks, but even normal folks. As we see this crap on the news, you think that gives us a good look? No, it's the opposite. So anyway, it is what it is. Trey Nash says, "What did I miss?" Let's see. Michael Jack says, "What about the Mustang GT500 possible Cobra?" All right, so guys, I am going to transition this. So here is the deal. For those of you that are unaware, a few months ago, what's it been, guys? 3 months, 2.5 months. I put out a video about how I ordered a 2024 Mustang Dark Horse. Nothing has changed. I put out a video recently. That was actually the fourth video I was going to talk about how my Mustang order has been delayed. I've literally heard nothing else from Ford. Now, I'm told that they're supposed to be picking orders back up on the Mustang GT here very soon, but I've heard no word at all from Ford, and they told me they were going to let me know as soon as the status changes at all. They're supposed to keep me updated, and they will keep me updated regardless within 45 days. That's what I was told. But for right now, things are still on hold for the Dark Horse. So that was kind of the big thing. And so I'm going to tell you this right now. And I did mention this before. I don't know how clear I was with it, but I do have something else coming as well for the channel. And it is a Mopar. I think you guys will like it. I can't tell you what that will be, but what's happening right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. A lot of you guys were kind of upset that I went over to the Mustang platform. Some of you guys are Mustang people and love that I went to the Mustang platform. You guys saw my blue car, which unfortunately had a little bit of a demise there on 75 when I went through some mud. It was a bad deal. And then I've had this red car now for a while, guys. And you guys have really been wanting me to go back to a Mopar. I tried. You saw what happened with the TRX. Somebody bought that car out from under me. And I've just been really hard. I mean, I got hooped all the way back in 2018 when I tried to order my Demon. That sucked. And so I've been working with Dodge, and I have something else coming. I cannot tell you what it is just yet because I really, really want to wait until I just have it. And then all of a sudden, you guys are just going to see a video that comes out from me. Boom. So, but I don't want to let the cat out of the bag just yet, guys, because, well, I don't think it's a good idea. But you got to stick with me on this. So I'm hoping to have two very cool platforms to show you guys by the end of the year. And that being said, I cannot keep my current twin turbo Bad Daddy Mustang in the lineup. It's amazing car. I've been daily driving this thing, and it is an absolute monster. So what I want to tell you guys tonight is I'm officially selling my Mustang. Now I have a something else that's getting ready to go in the Mustang, which you guys will see a video on here soon. I'm waiting for one more part to come in for it. So that is not going to change there. But here, probably within the next 30 days, I'm going to list my car up for sale. But before I do that, if there's anybody out there, any of you guys that would like to own my current Mustang, it is a missile. I am going to be selling it. If you have not reached out to me on Instagram, if you're like, dude, I want RacerX's Hellion twin turbo E85 missile, you can reach out to me on Instagram, and don't lowball me, guys. Don't offer me 40 grand for that car. The car has $40,000 worth of work done to it. Um, and it's a perfect car. I mean, the car is set up to just get in it, drive, and enjoy. Don't make an offer if you don't have any E85 stations near you. It's not on flex fuel. It is on full E85. But if you want more information on my car about what's done to it, I can give it to you in a really quick, brief synopsis. Hellion twin turbo, 64 millimeter, Bad Daddy Turbonetics turbos. It is full E85. It's got a 4 triple pump fuel system. It's got the billet oil pump gears in it. It's got a modified MagnaFlow X mod, which you guys would expect from me, being that MagnaFlow is also one of my sponsors along with Hellion. And it is a Palm Beach dyno tuned car. It also has an e-boost controller, so you can raise the boost up or down as you like in the